Welcome to Horror Year, where every story is a journey into the unknown. If you're brave enough to face your darkest fears and uncover the most chilling tales, you've come to the right place. So, dim the lights, turn up the volume, and subscribe to Horror Year. Your journey into terror begins now. An ancient mythology had long surrounded this home, tucked somewhere deep in Rhode Island's impenetrable forests. Rumors of evil spirits within its walls had kept people away for decades. The location, referred to by the locals as the Conjuring House, was rumored to be cursed, a home where demonic spirits and evil spirits prowled. This was not an urban legend. Rather, it was a terrifying reality that would alter the lives of those who ventured to reside there forever. The Morris family moved into the farmhouse in the early 1970s, totally oblivious to the sordid past that had poisoned the property. It was meant to be a new beginning, a way out of the madness of the city. With its 14 large rooms, Daniel Morris, his wife Helen, and their two kids, Emily and Sarah, thought they had found their dream home. However, their fantasy was about to become a nightmare. Little things at first, like doors that creaked open on their own, odd chilly drafts, and soft murmurs that echoed around the home at night. Particularly, Helen started to notice an odd feeling that was always there, a persistent cold that made her skin crawl. She discovered odd bruises and scratches on her body that she was unable to identify. Helen sensed a serious problem, but Daniel wrote it all off as coincidences. Ever the inquisitive person, Emily started looking into the history of the house. She learned that the property had seen several catastrophes occur there over the years, including murders, drownings, and suicides. The most horrifying tale concerned Bathsheba, a suspected witch who hanged herself in the barn after sacrificing her own kid to the devil. It was thought that her evil energy poisoned the house and that her spirit haunted the area. Even though the windows were closed, Helen once felt a chilly wind gust through the living room while she was alone herself. Abruptly, an unseen force struck her, causing her to fall to the ground. Her arms and legs developed deep scratches that gave the impression that invisible claws were ripping at her skin. The spirit of Bathsheba had manifested herself. Emily also started to see strange things. Ghostly silhouettes of women standing at the end of her bed, silently observing her, and shadowy figures in the corners of her vision. But Sarah was the one who suffered the most. She started crying out in the middle of the night, accusing the woman of speaking to her in her chamber. "She wants to take me," Sarah sobbed, fear shining in her large eyes. The Morrises, in search of explanations, contacted famous paranormal investigators John and Marie Spencer. Marie, a clairvoyant, sensed the oppressive blackness that permeated every crevice of the mansion as soon as she entered. Helen felt as though Bathsheba's spirit was a parasite choking her presence. The soul of Bathsheba took possession of Helen during one of their studies. Her body twisted into strange shapes, and her voice went guttural as she threatened everyone in a language no one could understand. Although Marie followed a procedure to sever the bond, it was obvious that the family was in serious danger. The Morris family could no longer bear the horrors of the Conjuring House after almost 10 years of suffering. Even though they were able to vacate the property in 1980, the harm had already been done. The children were disturbed by the constant hauntings, and Helen's health had declined. The mansion is still a hotspot for paranormal activity today, drawing people who are daring enough, or stupid enough, to investigate its supposedly haunted hallways because of its grim past. The tale of the Morris family is a chilling warning that some places are best left alone, because once darkness descends, it never really goes away.